Well, good damn afternoon, Los Americanos. Jericho Green here with you once again. What's going on? We are live. Shout out to everybody in the comment section. I see you so active, everybody talking and communicating. Shout out to everybody out there watching or listening. Even though you may not be in the comment section, you are still here in spirit. Happy or not happy, Happy New Year, Merry New Year. Merry Christmas. It is Christmas Eve. Appreciate you guys hanging out. I know you guys are probably, hopefully, with family and shit, hanging around the house. Um, in the Christmas spirit. Hopefully, uh, hi. Uh, Hold on a second. 1 second. There we go. So hopefully you guys are, in the Christmas spirit, surrounded by love, people who care about you. They don't have to be family. Sometimes the people who love you most and do the most for you and care about you the most aren't your family. There's no blood. There's no blood there. So hopefully you're surrounded by people who care about you, people you care about. Merry Christmas. Um, so hope you guys are done with your shopping. I mean, damn, Christmas Eve. I think the closest I've taken it was December 23rd. I think that was the closest I've gotten to Christmas without finishing my Christmas shopping. But those days are far behind me. I'm mature now. I'm a mature grown up. Bob, what's going on? What's up, Shipwreck? Um, Appreciate everybody being here. You guys got your lights up? Are you guys light on the house, people? Hey, Christmas, some people's Christmas decorations are off the charts, man. What the hell? I mean, you got the inflatable shit, you got some animatronic shit out there, you got the projector on the garage door. You get, or if not, you got the garage door wrap. They got like a wrap you can put on the garage door, so when it closes, it looks, like whatever a Christmas gift or some shit. I mean, it's wild. I thought what happened to just light bulbs? It's crazy. We got a little bit. We're minimalist when it comes to decoration. But the people who have like the super uber decorated houses, I just imagine those people as being very festive, just having a lot of Christmas spirit because it's crazy. It's crazy. M52761. I don't know. I don't know when we're moving to Texas. We took our house off the market. It was on there for like 6 months or more. Just no bites. It's oversaturated in our area. We have a brand new housing development behind us. On the other side of the highway, on the other side of the town we live in. I mean, and then plus add on to that the people who have older houses who are also selling. It was just not a seller's market, definitely a buyer's market. And then you had a house directly across the street from me, but a stone's throw from the cottage right across the street was selling for $499, which was a lot less than we paid for ours. So we didn't want to take that kind of hit just to keep up with the market. So fuck it, we'll get out of here. When the time's right, when it feels right, like the planets align and like my chakra, it's whatever. Um, and whatever, it'll happen if it's meant to happen. I mean, if we can sell our house for a lot, like we're getting back to like pre 2008 type shit, where the housing, even after that, even more recently, like maybe the last 5 or 6 years was pretty crazy too. But yeah, if we can get to like selling my house for $700,000, yeah, I'll sell this bitch and be out. I'll be out so fast. Like you ever see it where in like a cartoon, the character takes off so fast that their silhouette is still there for a second. Yeah, that's how fast. If I could sell my house for $700,000, man, I'm out. Dank Bud says my parents moved suburb of Dallas, new build 2800 for 440. That's crazy. That's bigger. That's a few hundred square feet bigger than my house. That's crazy. If I could get a house like that, sell this one for a bunch, that's crazy. The Jeff James says only pussies leave. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? You're not supposed to move out of your home state where you were born and raised. You can't leave. What the fuck does that mean? Is there some kind of battle I'm fighting here? Am I am I responsible for the survival of California? I can't leave. No. If the right circumstances present themselves, I'm out. Pew! And what I would like in a perfect world, I would like some property. In a perfect world, I want like 10 acres because I grew up on 10 acres. That's a lot of land. You can do a lot with it. That's the one thing they're not making more of is land. So, you know, that's what I want. So if I can make that happen someday, then damn it, that's what I'm going to do. And there's only water in here. No fun. No more fun stuff in the red Solo cup. No more. Just water these days, people. So you guys got family in town? Or are you visiting family? What the fuck's going on? We're not having any family this time. We have family come for Thanksgiving. So it's just us, just our family this year. If I'm cool with, fine with that. And we don't travel anyway for the holidays because we have kids. So cool. I don't think I ever woke up anywhere else on Christmas morning. I think I've always woken up at home. Brian King B, what up, man? Just staying at home. Yeah, man. Man, at this age, and it has been for a while, I'm all about staying home. When I go somewhere, I'm already thinking about coming back home. I'm already wanting to come back home. And if there's any possibility for me to drive back home, like we go somewhere far, but I'm like, I'll be home by 9 o'clock. Shit, I'm gone. I'm driving home. See ya. Dank Buds says, did you get smoked by the storm last night? Yeah, it was crazy, man. A lot of leaves and shit, no like branches or anything like that. But yeah, tons of leaves. I feel bad for my neighbors who just blew all the leaves off their lawn like day before yesterday. There's fucking leaves everywhere. But yeah, it was very, very windy. Matter of fact, we're getting a little break now, and then it's going to kick up this evening again. I don't know, a lot of rain. We're getting a lot of rain, but definitely a lot of wind. It woke me up last night a couple times. It was, it was wild. It was wild. Not too much rain, but definitely a lot of wind. But that rain soaks in. We get more wind. That's when trees start coming down. So, shout out. I remember when I lived down in Salinas a few years back, there was a really, really bad storm, like more than 150 trees down around the city. Lots of flood damage, lots of flooded roads, trees down because, again, that rain, soft soil, heavy wind mix, not good at all. So a lot of trees were down and shit. And we have friends of ours who his business is tree trimming. So yes, it was shitty for a lot of other people, the down power lines and stuff like that. But for those like PG&E, Pacific Gas and Electric out here, I don't know what you guys got in other states, but that's who's in charge. Or actually, I think even in Southern California is a different company. But up here in Northern California, it's PG&E, and they're who comes out and fixes the down power lines and shit like that. So you call if you're gonna be digging in your front yard, and you can come mark a gas line, shit like that. So for people like them, the tree trimmers, it's going to be great for them. So shout out to them. You guys be careful too. You guys are really dangerous shit. Because I know if I'm staring up at a 50, 100-foot tree, I'm not climbing up there. I'm not going to end up on some death video. I'm not going to end up on some video where it says fucking contains whatever, see real, you still want to see this. I'm not ending up on that video. I climb when I got to get up on the house. That's enough. You kidding me? I don't even like getting up on my roof, and I got a 1-story house. Nico says I'm in New York. Yeah, I remember living upstate New York. driving around the summer, and you'd see people that have two front doors, one on the bottom floor, one on the top floor, and the one on the top is in case the snow gets too high, you can still get out your door. Man, what the fuck do you mean snow gets too high? The snow gets up to the second story? No thanks. Oscar Gonzalez says you'll go viral. I know, but I won't be here to enjoy it. That's the problem. Or I'll be all fucked up. And I'm cool. I would definitely call a professional to do that. What up, Mark? But yeah, you know. Short Stubbs, what's going on? Appreciate all you guys being here. It's Christmas Eve. What the fuck? You guys could be doing a lot of other things, but you're here with me. What are we going to be talking about today? We're going to be talking about these stupid ass athletes. What? DK Metcalf assaults a fan in the stands. And guys, I bet you won't guess which card he's pulling. No. Don't say anything. Don't say anything in the comments. Let's save it. Save it. Okay? Don't say anything. But you will not believe which card he's pulling from his sleeve. Nicki Minaj. No, it's not an Uno reverse card, but it's a good guess. So Nicki Minaj went to Turning Point USA last weekend. She sat down with Erica Kirk. And she was talking some shit. She was saying things that those inside of the matrix, those inside of the machine, the entertainment world. Nicki Minaj is, if you don't know this, she is a #1 worldwide phenomenon. #1 songs, #1 albums, pop hits. Everybody from 8 to 80 knows Nicki Minaj songs. Like, she's on that level, is my point. A-lister of A-listers. Pop artist, the poppiest of pop artists, up there with Taylor Swift. I'm sure you've at least heard of her. Maybe not her music, if not, But she was there speaking with Erica Kirk. If you know anything about Turning Point USA events, it was Charlie Kirk's organization, conservative, Republican, not about the woke bullshit. And she went there and she spoke her truth. She was talking about her support for Trump. She was talking about the persecution of Christians around the world, more specifically in Nigeria. And to see somebody of her level, somebody of her ilk, because you've seen Daryl Hopkins, what's up, man? Thank you. You've seen celebrities come out, but let's be honest, they're usually not an A-list, or at least not now. I'm sure they've been A-listed at some time, but they're not coming out at the peak of their fame. And that's exactly what Nicki Minaj did. And maybe I'm missing somebody. Maybe there is, Jericho, this person. Okay. But Nicki Minaj, that's pretty big. Hunter Biden. Hunter, the most famous crackhead in the world, Biden. Is he based? Is he about the business? Is he a Republican? Is he a conservative? Is he on crack anymore? Because he's said some things that make sense. He's said some things that you and I have been saying for a long time. He said some things that we agree with. I know Oscar, he says, no, he's an idiot, but at least, a crackhead is right at least twice a day. Isn't how the saying goes? Damn, it feels good. He's a basehead. True. But nonetheless, he said something that makes sense. Yeah, it was from the Sean Ryan interview, Chris. And then you have Ilhan, the double Somali agent Omar. I see the super chat. I will get to that. Thank you very much. Thank you to all 129 of you in this bitch. Make sure you hit the thumbs up. Thumbs up, people. Thumbs up. Tell YouTube we like this and we want to see more of it. She was lying. I know. If you weren't sitting down already, that probably knocked you on your hind parts. Myra Page, she says there should be a movie. Where's Hunter? I think there is a movie about Hunter that he's in. It's called New Jack City. I think he played Pookie, the crackhead. But Ilhan Omar lied. She said that her son was pulled over by ICE and he was harassed. She said that he tried to show his credentials and he was harassed and eventually let go because they were profiling, they were racially profiling, they were scouring the streets. The real Dustin, what's up? They were scouring the streets looking for these little Somali bastards, these little light bulb headed Somalian bastards. They were they're cruising the streets, and they found him. And they said, "We got one." And he's like, "But I'm Ilhan Omar's son." They're like, let him go. But I would think if he was born here, even if he wasn't, he was raised here. He's a rich kid. He's a rich kid. So I don't want to hear it. What are you talking about? Your mother is a United States Congresswoman. I think you're all right. I think you're just fine. I think your Christmas tree was stuffed full on the bottom every year, wasn't it? So you get no sympathy from me because you were stopped by ICE. But was she telling the truth? Did that really happen? I don't know. Some might say it didn't. Some might say there's no record of it. Ilhan, you little shit. Come here, you little Somalian shit. Come here. Where you going, you little Somalian bastard? Shut your ass up, woman. Woman, that woman. So let's get started, huh? Let's kick this thing off. Oh, it's one more thing. Mamdani. Hold on, Mamdani's. There we go. As I call him, Zohan Ramadani, the mayor-elect of New York City. New York City! He has appointed another member of his Injustice League. You know, he's appointing his cabinet. He's filling his cabinet. And he's populating it with the exact people you would think he would populate it with. And I see we have 137 people, or according to my count, 148, according to YouTube, 137 people in here, and 105 thumbs up. Their YouTube just caught up. So we're doing pretty good, but if everybody in here could give it a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. But he's populating it with the exact people you think he would, a bunch of misfits and miscreants. The one guy was he served time in prison for armed robbery. Now that doesn't make you a bad person moving forward. That does make your past a little checkered, does it not? And I don't think you should be locked out of society because you did something wrong and paid your debt to society. But that's not the first person we would think would be in line to be part of the mayor of New York City's cabinet, do we? Can we agree there? Can we start there? Can we agree on that? Or we're all adults, right? Because I think even a person who just got out of prison for armed robbery would look at that and go, damn, he got that job? So don't be stupid. Don't be like, oh, there you go. He served his debt. You know what the fuck I mean. 121 thumbs up, 148 watching. Thank you very much. Please keep hitting the thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, do that too. But Ramadani, I call it his Injustice League because he's populating it with all these woke leftist DEI turds, and there's no bigger turd in the public punch bowl than the one that he just appointed for the FDNY commissioner. Fire Department, New York City. The busiest fire department in the world. Where are the papers? Okay, the busiest fire department in the world. Okay? And I know what you're thinking. I'm a mind reader. I know I'm not wearing my turban, but let me read your thoughts. Okay? I know what you're thinking. Jericho, if they are appointed as commissioner, the commish, top dog. Speaking of dogs, segue. Boom, Alpha Dog merch. I'm gonna put the link in the comment section right now. I'm gonna pin it to the top. Get your green gear. Watch this. Watch this, people. Pin the message. Pinned. Get your merch. 40% off until January 1st. So, FDNY commissioner. We'll go ahead and start with this one. Then we'll get to the stupid ass athletes. Maybe their CTE is affecting them already. Maybe it's not waiting till retirement. So, top dog in the New York City Fire Department. So you're thinking, here's what you're thinking. I'm going to tell you what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking that if they are the head of the most busy fire department in the world, then they probably come from a long career of being a firefighter.
You know, they grew up here in the streets of New York. They grew up here in Brooklyn. I used to play ball over there, get a hot dog over there. Yankee games all the time over there.
Right? They're from New York. They are New York. They feel New York. They talk New York.
Hey, fucking guy over there.
Right?
This guy climbed through the fucking ranks over here. I remember before we had all these fucking broads everywhere.
So you're thinking that's the kind of rough and tumble guy who's going to be in charge of the new FDNY. Guys, post 9/11, how many times have you seen FDNY? How many times have you seen it on the ball cap of a SNL cast member because it's commemorating? How many times have you seen FDNY somewhere? I see the super chats. I will get to them. Thank you. How many times have you seen FDNY? So if you're going to put somebody in charge of the FDNY, then they better eat, breathe, shit, talk, think, speak, firefighting. Right? Wrong. You are wrong. You know why you're wrong? Because you're a misogynist, you're a sexist, and you're a fucking pig. All right? Because I said in there, guy. No, it's not a guy. Get your mind out of the 1950s. Okay, you archaic piece of shit. Not just a boys club anymore. All right? Women can do it too. Hell no, we won't go. All right? Women can do it too. So it's not a man, you asshole. It's a woman. A woman is going to be the commissioner of the New York City Fire Department. That's right, because she can do it too. Okay, okay, you got me there. Maybe she has zero fucking experience as a firefighter. You think I'm making this up? You think I hatched this plan in my brain? I don't have to, because the real shit is way crazier than anything I could ever think of.
And now you have a commissioner that can start an IV.
Lillian Bonsignor is a career first responder. In just 9 days, she'll be running the world's busiest fire department, one of the most important appointments of the incoming administration.
And they deserve a leader who cares about their work because she did it herself, who understands every detail, and who will fight tirelessly to empower FDNY and make it the best firefighting force in the world.
Lillian Bonsignor began her career as an EMT in 1991 and was ultimately promoted to chief of the city's EMS division, where she served for 3 years before retiring in 2022. Although she never served as a firefighter, she's confident that won't matter.
I know the job. I know what the firefighters need, and I can translate that to this administration.
You hear that, guys? She has no experience as a firefighter, but she's confident that won't matter. she has no experience as a firefighter, but she's confident that won't matter. It won't matter that she has no experience as a firefighter just because she's in charge of all the firefighters. Guys, if you had a chief of medicine in a hospital you were about to have surgery in, would you really require that the chief of medicine has experience being a doctor? He was a janitor in the hospital. He knows what the doctors want. He could translate it to the administration. He's been hanging around the break room listening to him bitch and complain about stuff. He can translate that. He has no experience as a doctor, but he's confident that won't matter. Holy shit. Guys, I didn't make it up because I didn't have to make it up because that really happened. Guys, hold on. I'm saving the best part for not even for last, but there's something else I didn't tell you about this firefighter, this new fire commissioner with zero firefighting experience, but she's the top firefighter. It sounds crazy when you say it out loud. It's one thing to read it and hear somebody else say it, but when you say the words out of your own mouth, that she has zero firefighting experience, but she's confident that won't matter. That's insane. But let me tell you, not only the best thing about her, not only the most important thing about her, but the best thing about her is that she is part of the Alphabet Soup Group community. That's right. She has dildos in her dishwasher. So if she offers you something to drink when you go to her house, don't do it. Why does this water smell like fish? You've been warned. If you go to her house, don't have anything to eat or drink off of the dishes in the dishwasher because there are dildos in there on the top shelf next to the glasses. That's right, guys. She is part of the Alphabet Soup Group. She's automatically qualified to be a firefighter because she can do that. She's qualified to be anything she wants to be. Now, does this position require you to eat puss? No. So I don't see where that comes into play. I don't understand. I don't get it. If being gay makes you qualified to be the commissioner of the fire department, but the fire department, being the commissioner of the fire department, does not require you to eat puss, then where does that expertise come in? Huh? Thank you very much, Mark Coniglio. He says, how about them Bears? They are going to beat the Niners next Sunday night. Merry Christmas, brother. Hey, you know what? Thank you for being here, Mark. Thank you for your continued success. But the 49ers are going to have, like those bear skin rugs in front of the roaring fireplace during the winter. That's what's going to happen. You Smokey the Bears are going to be skinned and laid out in front of a crackling fire. That's what's going to happen. But Merry Christmas to you too. Preach. Somebody tell me how eating puss qualifies you to be commissioner of the New York City Fire Department. I'm waiting. Go. Secretary Not Sure. Thank you very much for the Hamilton. He said, thanks for being Jericho. Always enjoy all your stuff. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you, Betty Mush, and Merry Christmas to you and yours. Myra Page, does she eat sausage? No, she's anti-sausage. She don't like the sausage. She likes the bun, though, huh? But I don't get it. I don't get it. Brad Armstrong says, how good do you need to be? As good as a lesbian, I guess. I would argue that a man would beat a lesbian in that department. But yeah, she is a member of the Alphabet Soup Group. She was the head of EMS. She was the EMS commissioner. So she was the head of the people who man and woman the ambulance, who come and pick you up, who you've seen on the sidewalk giving Narcan to a fucking overdosing homeless person, who you've seen fighting some homeless person to give them medical treatment. Yeah. So if you're out there and you're gay, well, you better get over to New York City because that qualifies you to do everything. New York is going to be so much more fucked up. And it's funny that these people don't see the deception. They don't see the lie. They don't see how they're being used as useful idiots, because you have a Muslim mayor. Notice I didn't say a mayor that happens to be Muslim. This guy puts his faith first. So he's a Muslim mayor, yet he's populating his cabinet with known and documented alphabet soup group members. And of course, the most important title, not that she's commissioner of the New York City Fire Department. She is the first openly gay, blah, blah, who gives a shit. Because again, how you tackle a vagina does not qualify you to be commissioner of the fire department. But you are an openly gay woman being employed, standing next to someone that if you were in the right setting, he would take one of those long curved swords out and cut your head off. But you're the lamb up there schmoozing with the wolf. Those cameras went off, he would eat you in one bite. Are you crazy? Yes. Oscar Gonzalez, he says, NYC folks, they have that vibe. Ooh, hey, New York, bring it on in. It's time for you to get in the vibe. Ooh. Now, New York, here's what I need you to do. I need you to bend over, grab those ankles, grab them tight, get a little lube, squirt it on your little chocolate starfish, because you are about to get fucked. Oh, New York. It's going to hurt. Actually, it's not going to hurt. You've been warmed up for years. They've been loosening up that stinker for years. You probably won't even feel it. You probably won't even feel that uncircumcised Muslim penis go in. You won't even feel that shit. Are you crazy? You know that what that fool would do to you? If there was Sharia law, if it was the way he wants it, you idiot. You idiot. Let's get on to these athletes, shall we? That's right, Daryl. New York gets fucked without a kiss. New York, what did he say in Saving Private Ryan? You are the type of man to give to fuck somebody. Now you have the common decency to give him a reach around. So, athletes, you say. So if you don't know, there's been a rash of stupidity amongst NFL players. Shocker. But no, it wasn't one of them traveling at over 125 miles an hour and hitting a car with a 23-year-old woman and her dog inside of it as they burned alive. No, not this time. Not that bad. It wasn't some NFL player, shooting himself in the heart outside of the facility. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't driving drunk and hitting somebody in a crosswalk and driving off. It wasn't that bad. It wasn't as bad as somebody carrying a loaded pistol in the waistband of their sweatpants and then going to a nightclub and the heavy pistol, because I don't know if you guys know anything about handguns, but they're kind of heavy when they're loaded. It slipped out of his waistband, was sliding down his pant leg. He went to grab it, pulled the trigger, and shot himself. It wasn't that bad, but it was stupid for sure. So first, I will give you the appetizer. This right here is former 49ers wide receiver Brandon Ayuk. And recently there was a fallout with him and the team. He ended up walking away from $27 million after he got injured. He missed the season. He wasn't showing up for events and doing things that were in his contract. That's why he had to forfeit the $27 million. What an idiot. You mean to tell me that in your contract, it says you got to show up to fun team shit and you didn't do that because you were mad at the team? So you didn't want to go there for a bunch of little kids who were there to probably catch a fucking pass from you or throw you a pass. To tell you how cool you are, how awesome you are, how they got your poster. My dad, we used to watch you, and we watch you every Sunday. You don't want to go hear that. And because you didn't adhere to your contract, you lost $27 million. Hee-haw! You jackass. So Brandon Ayuk, all upset at the 49ers. Like the petulant teenage female he appears to be, he decided that it was a good idea to, and judging by the emblem on the steering wheel, it's a Cadillac, but it sounds like a, souped up something, some sporty something with the 3 letters, some acronym on the back. CTS, ATS, XTS, something TS, and he's speeding at over 100 miles an hour in front of the facility. Who is that? Was that Matthew Broderick or John Cusack who was holding up in the boombox outside of the girls' room and Say Anything, playing Peter Gabriel? Is that what you were trying to do? Were the 49ers supposed to look out the window and go, oh my God, there's Brandon out there. I feel so stupid. Let's go down there and make up with him. We're so dumb. Is that what was supposed to happen, you stupid asshole? But no, you decided to drive at over 100 miles an hour in front of the facility and bump some music like that was going to really hurt the 49ers. Look at this dumb ass. Oh, God. And you were playing some shitty ass music over it. I can't stand that kind of rap music. But anyway, you couldn't see, I don't know why I recorded that way, but you couldn't see, but in the video, you can see his digital speedometer, and you see it hit, I think, at 102 in front of the facility. Now, if you've never been to Levi Stadium, in front of the facility, there are a lot of streets and there are a lot of crosswalks because people they'll park across the street and pay an exorbitant amount of money to park across the street and then walk over. Now, there was no game going on, obviously, but there are people at the facility who work there. There are people who work there. There could have been somebody on their lunch break. They went in there, took off their dress shoes and put on their sneakers. The group of ladies like to power walk around the building on their lunch break, and you could have hit somebody. You could have hit and killed somebody. Why? Because you wanted to be a petulant teenage girl. You wanted to show him that I moved on without you and I'm doing fine. I don't need you. I've moved on. I'm doing fine without you 49ers. Fuck you, 49ers. Look at me. You stupid asshole. You could have killed someone. And then what would you have said? What would you have said as you mowed somebody down at over 100 miles an hour 3 days before Christmas? What were you going to say? Oh, here you go, guys. Let me get into character. I'm going to do my impression of Brandon Ayuk after he ran somebody over and killed them 3 days before Christmas. This is him in front of the podium. You ready? My bad. And scene. Oh, man. That would have sent a shockwave through that family that was torn apart by his stupid act and made it all better. Mom, come in here. No. I know your eyes are puffy and you can't produce any more tears because your heart was broken because your child was fucking murdered. But tell the grandkids to come here. I know your mommy was killed. Hey, brother-in-law, come in. I know your wife was killed. But Brandon Ayuk just got on TV and said, my bad. Brandon Ayuk just stood in the courtroom in an orange jumpsuit with his head down, saying, "Oh, if I could take it back, I would." Oh, family of the deceased, get up, stop crying. He said he feels bad. Here's some glue. Piece your life back together. He's sorry. Guys, he's sorry. Hey, husband of that wonderful lady who she was probably on her way home to bake cookies for the neighborhood. Everybody has nothing but kind things to say about her, going all the way back to her first grade teacher. Hey, fella, I know you're sad that you now have to raise your kids on your own. You have to see the pain and hurt in their eyes every time they think about their dead mother. But it's fine, dog. Brandon Ayuk said he's sorry. So turn that frown upside down and stop breaking down on the hallway every time you walk past your master bedroom. He said he's sorry. Guys, I think you're missing the point. But don't worry, people. Brandon Ayuk issued an apology. He said, "Sorry, y'all." He didn't even put the apostrophe in y'all. So really, let me read it like he wrote it. "Sorry, y'all. My car content won't come with speeding anymore. Was praying with my son tonight and wouldn't want anybody else to miss out on an opportunity to do the same thing with their loved ones. My apologies." Oh, well, thank goodness, Brandon Ayuk. You mean that somebody got in your ear and said, "Hey, man, you could have killed somebody," and they wouldn't have their parent there with them to pray at night because of your stupid ass. But he had to put in there that he was praying with his kids. Saying, "Oh, I'm a good guy. I pray with my child every night." That's probably some PR bullshit. Nobody probably even said anything to him. His agent told him to say something, so they worded it like that to make it sound like, it's not coming from a business angle. You stupid assholes. Driving 100 miles an hour in front of the facility of the team who just fired your ass. That was his version of screaming into his pillow in his room, in his pink bedroom. Stupid asshole. Well, if you enjoy the appetizer, you're going to love the main course. You're going to love the main course at Chateau Dumbass Athlete. Here we have DK Metcalf. If you're a fan of football, you know that he is a wide receiver for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He was a wide receiver. The Seattle Sea Bitches drafted him, and he's known as over emotional. He always slams his helmet. If a player talks shit to him, they get in his ear. He gets off his game. He gets mad. No bullshit. He's known as an emotional player. Stupid. I don't understand. This dude, let's see, how old is DK Metcalf? How old is this dude? He's in his 20s. 28 years old. He's almost 30 years old, and he still can't control his emotions. Bruh, if you don't got it by now, if you don't have control over your emotions by now, so this dumbass, well, you know what? Let me let the experts tell you what he did.
It stems from Sunday's incident in Detroit where Metcalf initiated a physical confrontation with a fan. This after the fan allegedly used a racial slur. According to the league, Metcalf's actions violate league policy that specifies, quote, players may not enter the stands or otherwise confront fans at any time on game day. Adam Schefter is reporting Metcalf will appeal the suspension and the roughly $550,000 that would come with missing 2 games. The Lions fan involved in the altercation denies using any racial or, quote, misogynistic or hate-based language, according to a statement released by a Michigan law firm.
You heard that right. You heard it right, and you saw that. Do you know, if you've never been to an NFL game, maybe if you've been to a college game, even if you've been to a high school game, at a high school game, you got the field, you usually got a track, and then you got the stands. In college, I imagine there's a little more, especially if it's a really big school. I imagine there are some layers you got to get through before you get to the stands. That's my point. In order to get to the stands at an NFL game, you got to get through some people. You got to get through security. Where was the security during this? DK Metcalf walked from the sidelines over to the stands, exchanged words with a fan, and like pushed him. It was almost like a push punch. It wasn't a straight punch to the face. I wish it was. I wish he socked that dude in his face and knocked him out, because then that way the guy could get more money. DK Metcalf, you're a fucking idiot. There are reports that he called him the N-word, that he said something about his mama. Don't say nothing about my motherfucking mama, son. You stupid son of a bitch. I don't give a shit if he called your mom the N-word. How about that? Oh, shit. I don't care if he called your mom every bitch, every whore, every what N-word, A word, B word, C word. I don't give a fuck what word it is. Merry Christmas, Authentically Kennedy. Shout out to you. That beautiful baby boy of yours that won't stop growing. Your husband, DeVory, what up? Merry Christmas to you guys. You Texans. Yeehaw! But I don't give a shit what you call my mother. I would call my mother over there so she could hear it. Mom, listen to this shit. Mom, come here. Listen to this shit. Oh, you can't hear it, Mom? Here, Mom. Let me take these 2 handfuls of $100 bills and cup them behind your ears so you can hear better. You get my point? The point is I'm a fucking pro athlete. I don't got time for some gnat buzzing around in the stands. I want to be there next year, Kennedy. I will be there next year. I don't give a shit about a perfect stranger in the stand. I'm not even going to go over there. You walked all the way over there to assault this dude in 4K in front of the world, you stupid asshole. And when he hit the dude, you see the guy go like this. He puts his arms up in the air. Yes. Yes. I would walk around for the next 24 hours going, I can't hear you. Why can't you hear me? Because all I can hear is cha-ching in my ears. You guys don't hear that? You don't hear cha-ching, cha-ching, cha-ching. Am I the only one? You don't hear that? Because that's all I'm going to fucking hear. Because I'm about to get paid. I'm about to get pizzed because you're an over-emotional bitch. Guys, you think that's the best part of this story? No. Don't be ridiculous. That's not the best part of the story. That's not the apex of his stupidity, his borderline retardation. You want to know the best part or the worst part for DK Metcalf? Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver DK Metcalf faces a major financial hit with a recent 2-game suspension for a fan altercation voiding over $40 million in future contract guarantees, including his $25 million 2026 salary and $20 million in 2027 injury protection, giving the Steelers leverage, though he can still earn the money if he plays, reports from December 2025 indicate. He loses about $555,000 in game checks. So those 2 games that he's missing is going to cost him $550,000. You make $550,000 for playing 2 games. You don't even play the whole time. And your stupid ass is going to go over there and jeopardize that for who? His fully guaranteed $25 million salary for 2026 is voided. He, by going over there and being an over-emotional twat, for going over there and being a chick, he lost $40 to $45 million. And they should give every single penny to that fan. Because you actually have other athletes and former athletes supporting this dumbass, saying, well, the fans shouldn't be allowed to say nothing, and that guy should be banned for life, and you should hear what the fans say. Shut up, bitch. Shut up, you bitch. I don't care what a fan says to me. I'm so far away I can't even hear him. And if I do hear him, let me put in some earbuds. If that dude's yelling loud enough to distract you all the way over there at the sideline, get the fuck out of here. Are you kidding me? And it doesn't matter. I don't care if the guy was right here behind you. It doesn't matter. The fuck? They're defending this fool. Oh, he said the N-word. I don't give a fuck what you call me. I'm about to go home to a beautiful wife, a beautiful family, and a beautiful neighborhood, and a beautiful house, and a beautiful car. You can suck it. An over-emotional female. So no longer can people say there's no females in the NFL. I just found one. Yusuf Putt says it's lies, Jericho. How so? What a dumb shit. $40 million? Oh, yeah, for sure. That part of it? Yeah, man. Yeah, I know he's lying. He's full of shit. You know why, though? You know why he says that? You know why others say that? You know why Juicy said that? Because society, the progressives, the white liberals, have made that word. Yeah, everything's on video. Everything. And you mean to tell me that guy said that loud enough in a full stadium of people, but nobody else around him heard it? And if you notice in the video, there was somebody else standing there with DK Metcalf who walked over with him. They didn't hear anything? The cameras didn't pick that up? Nobody heard that shit? But they know if they say that, nobody's going to ask him. If you use that word, you're beyond reproach. Nobody can question it. Oh, he said what? Oh, man, no. Yeah, man, go. No, whatever. Oh, he stomped an old lady to death? Or what'd she say? Oh, well, fuck it. Get out of here with that shit. Get out of that. Get out of here with that bullshit. I don't even think that guy even said that shit. But even if he did, it doesn't matter. Keep your hands to yourself. Why didn't you tell security, hey, this guy over here, he's yelling, screaming shit, tell him to shut up, kick him out, whatever. But you didn't do that. You went over there yourself and assaulted him, you dumbass. What a dumbass. Let me see. So there's fan video. Let's see. See if we can find that. If so, we're gonna do that shit. Let's see if there's fan video. I'm not saying there isn't, but I'm just saying I don't know what the quality of the audio is or what the video shows. But let's find out, because if there's video evidence that guy didn't say that shit, then of course all this falls apart. But I don't believe that shit anyway. That's just But that's the level of bulletproof that word gives people. And not only is it shame on the guilt-ridden white liberals who made this a thing, shame on him and people like him for using that. Shame on him and people like him for using that word for some kind of cover, some kind of carte blanche for you to be a complete fucking asshole and just act stupid and hurt somebody or say something because of what? Because somebody said something to you? If that's the case, we'd be walking around punching people all day long. Let's see. Okay, so we got another angle. So we got another angle where you can see him grab the fan. Okay. So hold on. You see him walk over, grab the dude real quick, and then let him go. And then a bunch of the other fans like, hey man, what the fuck? What are you doing? All right, so here we go. So he didn't punch him. He grabbed him and then just like let him go. And then there's a cop. There's a cop behind him. Hold up. There's a cop. Look how far that is. Look how far it is from the field, the sideline, to where he's going. Look how far that is right there. You could hear that guy. Listen to the noise. So you could hear that guy from here all the way over here. This dude is with him. That guy's standing right there. That guy's standing behind that guy. And you got a cop over here somewhere. Some useless fucking 5'5", 175-pound female cop who is absolutely useless. She might as well be a fucking appendix. And what if he pulled that guy over and he landed on his fucking neck or on his head? Now he's in a hospital with tubes coming out of his mouth for Christmas. Safe security. Look at that. You should not be security and look like that. There's a cop. There's a cop standing right here. It's the dude with the Steelers. So you got security, a police officer, a member of the Steelers coaching staff, two people right here. They didn't say shit. Or more importantly, didn't hear shit. Because over all that noise, you think he whispered, nigger. You think that's what he did? No, I think he'd have to yell that pretty loud. Nobody else heard that shit? Fucking lie. And I'm so glad that that's going to cost you $40 million, you stupid asshole. He says that's not the right video. I got options. Hold on, man. There's like 10 different videos. So that's another angle. Okay, and this one. Check this one out. Okay. Okay. I think I got it. I think I got this is the one you're talking about. Wish there was a way to make it bigger. That came out funny. Wish I could fucking make it bigger. Okay, here we go. Fucking BK. Nope. 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 Guess that's as good as it gets. All right, here's another angle from the inside the stand, the seats where they are.
Hey, DK,
There's a dumbass right there.
DK, don't sign it. DK, boy. He about to throw that motherfucker away.
Like, it's almost like you stand there waiting to hear something.
Man. He knows we have Hey, DK. Yup.
See, the dude's like, yeah.
Yup.
He was like, yeah. Look at that.
Hey, DK.
So obviously he heard, and the guy's saying all he did was call him by his full name. That's what he did. So you see him over there. He hears something. He's going over here. He's going to stand here, wait to hear it again. So this is almost like premeditation. He's going to stand over here to hear it again, and then he's going to go over and do something about it like a fucking 8-year-old.
Hey, don't sign it. DK, don't sign it. DK, boy. He about to throw that motherfucker away.
Here he goes. Assault in 3, 2, 1.
Hey, DK. Yup.
You stupid, dumb son of a bitch. That dude should get every penny of that money. What happened? Where were all the people around him? Where are they? All of them on the 5 o'clock news saying, I was sitting right there next to that man, and he called DK Metcalf an N-word, and he had every right to do what he did. That guy was an asshole. He drinking all day, talking all kinds of shit, and he called that poor little black kid a nigger. And no, wrong. You stupid idiot. You got exactly what you deserve. That cost you $40 million. Dumbass of the year. Good job. Good job, DK. And you're out the last 2 games of the season. I hope they lose. I hope they don't make the playoffs, but they probably will because their division sucks ass. Yeah, man. Daryl says I would have fallen out of the bleachers for that check and got paid. Yeah, why not? He almost did it anyway. But I damn sure, I would have fell out of there. I'll sacrifice a shoulder, roll, take that shoulder, boom, probably hear it pop. It's all right. Get up, man. You'd be good to go after that, DK. I'd call him his name again. Hopefully he beats my ass. Yeah, hit me again, you stupid fucking idiot. Hit me again. Take all your money. I have a gold-plated fucking neck brace. That's how much money I'm getting off that fool. I'll be like this. Huh? What? Like Batman in 1989. What? Who? What? Stupid ass. Yeah, that shoulder's gone. That shoulder's gone. Yeah, civil suits. Yeah, pain and suffering. All that shit, all that mental shit that nobody can gauge, nobody can measure. Yeah, like the little face chart you get in the hospital. What's your pain? Is it a happy face? Is it this face? Is it that face? Yeah, so you can't measure it. It's intangible. It's all what I tell you. Oh, every time I hear the word steel or I see the Steelers logo, I get sweats. I can't go. I haven't been able to go outside for 3 days. I can't go to work, pain and suffering. My kids can't play football with my son anymore. Every time I see a football, I shit. Fucking dumb. I'm getting paid, dog. I'm getting paid. Hey, kids. Pick wherever college you want to go to. It's on me. Bradley Sanders says, what about Jake Paul? Man, that shit was dumb. That was dumb. I think Anthony Joshua could have taken him out of there way before then. There were many instances I saw where I think it looked like he pulled his punches. Could have, I mean, come on, this dude is a heavyweight champion. He's a gold medalist boxer, Olympic gold medalist boxer. Like, fuck out of here. I don't care. This dude's been boxing since he was a little kid. Jake Paul picked this shit up 5 years ago. No way in hell. I mean, yeah, he ended up breaking his jaw, but he should have crushed him. It should have been a Mike Tyson fight. It should have been like an old Mike Tyson fight. And if you're old enough, you know exactly what I mean. If Mike Tyson was going to fight, don't get up to piss. Don't go get chips. Don't refill your drink. Don't run outside real quick. Okay? Because it's going to be over. I'm not bullshitting. I'm talking under a minute. I remember the Peter McNeely fight was 1 minute, 29 seconds. That's how it should have been. He should have been out of here. He should have got Jake Paul out of there before he broke a sweat. There should have been people running back to their seats, spilling beer and fucking nacho cheese all over themselves, trying to get back to their seat in time. And the fight should have been over. Get out of here with that shit. I don't care how good Jake Paul looks in a warm-up clip. I don't care how many muscles he has. I don't care who he's been training with, how fast he hits the bag, who he's fought before. It doesn't matter. You're talking about somebody who's 6'6", 250 pounds, a gold medal boxer, an active boxer. Say no old man. Say no washed up, punch drunk old man. This is a current fighter, muscles everywhere, nuclear knockout power. And you mean to tell me, Jake, I'll fight you if you're retired, Paul, went 6 rounds? You went 6 rounds? Get the fuck out of here. That shit was stupid. That shit was dumb. And I have Netflix. Who the fuck doesn't? And I didn't watch it. I caught some of the clips. I didn't even watch all the clips. I just watched like a few minutes. And it's like, man, this is stupid. And I hope this puts a nail in the coffin of, Jake Paul fights. Whatever. Get your money. They give me $92 million or some shit like that. Good for you. But that shit's dumb. And I'm tired of seeing it. And also, who is it? Mike Tyson and I think Floyd Mayweather are supposed to fight. Stop dusting off these geriatric motherfuckers to fight. It's not even good anymore. When Tyson fought Roy Jones, oh, stop. It's sad. It feels like every punch is just giving them more CTE. It's like watching an old man get punched in the head. It's like, man, that shit, it's just stupid. I'm not a fan of that Jake Paul bullshit. I'm not a fan of these old-ass fighters. You're fucking with our memories. Your mind remembers things perfectly. Your mind tells a story perfectly. Your imagination fills in the gaps perfectly. So leave it to our imagination. Don't mess with it. Don't bring it back to life and fight again, because then you're just going against the memories I have in my head of the good old days, the good times when you're young and fast and brutal and violent and feared. I don't want you to have to park your walker outside the ring before you get in so you're all fucking Muhammad Ali with Parkinson's in 5 years. Stop that shit. Right off into the sunset. Get a contract with Skechers and start selling us comfortable, sensible shoes. Why not? Why are you too good for that? Why are you not in a pair of Dockers with your shirt tucked in and some comfortable shoes and you're selling them to me on TV? Why is that not good enough for you? Why are you not commentating? Why is Mike Tyson not commentating on boxing matches? That alone will bring eyes to boxing. Why is Mike Tyson not talking about boxing? Why is he fighting Jake Paul? Holy shit. Anyway. Hunter, the crackhead Biden. Fellow, what's up, man? Where you been? Where you been, dog? I thought you were somewhere smoking your fucking heart out. Let's check in with Hunter and see what the hell he's talking about.
But we don't want immigrants that are coming here illegally draining us of resources and also and being prioritized above people that are actual literal heroes that are coming home, or that are still recovering from 20 years of endless war, or anybody else in our society, right?
Wait a minute, what? That's Hunter Biden, Joe Biden's son, the crackhead. I left the laptop at the repair shop, smoking crack in my underwear, with questionably aged children laying around. That Hunter Biden? He just said that? He just said that we don't want a bunch of illegals in this country taking up resources that are meant for those who deserve them. People coming back from the military, coming back from war, American citizens, imagine that. You're just a regular, everyday, hardworking American citizen. There are things that are in our society, things that are in our system that are meant for you, not for illegal freeloaders who come over here. And I don't ever want to hear this Somali federal fund fraud. That's enough F words for you. This should be the final nail in the coffin of this. They just come here for a better life shit. That's a lie. It always has been. But it really stinks. You can really smell the stench of that statement now. They just want a better life. No, they just want free money. They came across a sucker and they're taking them for all they can. That's what they're doing. Some of these programs were to go to children with autism. Who in the hell, what kind of special demon are you to take funds away from autistic children and send them back home to that flea-bitten shithole you come from? To that sending our hard-earned taxpayer dollars over to a place where you have to go dig a hole to shit. You have to hunt every day. The sun cooks your food for you. So yeah, of course you're gonna come. We're an easy mark. Duh, who wants my free money? Duh, duh, duh. We're a big dummy with our finger up our nose to the second knuckle, a t-shirt that's too small and comes halfway up our belly, with a lollipop in our hand, but we're holding it by the lollipop, not the stick. And we have money sticking out of our shirt pocket in our back pocket. Tahoe want the money. And so the rest of the world goes, I would take the money because I am the captain now. And they come and they take the money because we're going, who want the money? So can you blame them? A little bit, I can't blame you. We did ring the dinner bell. Right? But those little rotten bastards are the ones that'll crack smoking Hunter Biden. Hunter Biden gets it? Bruh, come on. This guy was smoking crack 5 minutes ago and he gets it. I wonder how... I was about to say something funny. I was about to say, I wonder what Sloppy Joe thinks about it. But he has no idea what day of the week it is. He's probably eating oatmeal out of a dress shoe right now. Sloppy Joe don't know shit. Hunter, I'm no hunter. My food's already prepared. No, Joe, your son, Hunter. Yeah, he's a hunter. I have a son. Yeah. Right? So I don't think he even, you don't know. Somebody could play that video for me. Who's that? You don't know. But hey, I'm proud of you, Hunter. I'm glad you said it out loud, you dumbass, crackhead. Senor Gonzalez, thank you. He says, was that his energy powder in the White House? Yeah. It was creatine. What are you trying to say? Are you telling me that if a crackhead had access to somewhere, he might leave drugs there. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Remember that, guys? Remember they found cocaine in the White House and they didn't know who it belonged to? You found cocaine in, I thought it was one of the most secure locations in the world. I thought the White House was locked down. But apparently, you can take coke in there and do some bumps and forget it somewhere, and no one's, I don't know, the Federal Bureau of Investigation is going to shrug their shoulder. I don't fucking know. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking the same thing you're thinking. I'm thinking you guys are going to like dust the bag for fingerprints, some DNA, some skin cells. You're going to, could they not have done that? We're talking about a drug addict here. They're not too good at covering up their tracks. Come on, man. You guys don't, I thought that they had that. I watch movies. Don't they have that shit? I watch CSI. I watch David Caruso take off his glasses and say something cool. I've seen him like find a body on a campus and go, school's out for summer. Yeah. Right? Fucking just DNA. Get the DNA off of there. Nope. I don't know. Found a bag of an illegal substance inside of the most secure facility in the world, and we don't know. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe I just don't want to realize, or maybe I don't want to admit, maybe I don't want to come to terms with, to grips with the fact that maybe the American government and the entities they're under are not, maybe they're not as cool as we thought they were. Maybe they don't have all the cool machines and gadgets and the endless budgets and the access. I'm in. I need access. I'm in. Maybe they don't have cool vans, with all kinds of computer equipment inside and some guy who was a hacker, but either we send you to prison for 30 years or you work for the government and we'll wipe your prison time away. Where's that guy? Where's that van? I got it. Give me those traffic cameras. I got it. Where the fuck is that? Where's that? Where's the holding something up with tweezers under some kind of black light? I got DNA. Look, it's a little tiny. Look under see the microscope. Look in there. You see that? It's a skin cell. Where's that shit? Because that's what I thought it was. That's what I thought the government had access to. That's what kind of level I thought they were on. But apparently, you can leave a bag of dope in the White House and they can't figure out that it belongs to you. Stop it. No, you stop it. You dick. You prick you. So, poor little Nicki Minaj. She's getting a lot of heat, a lot of backlash from the black community. They don't like that she went to America Fest and sat there with Erica Kirk and said that she respects Trump and she thinks that young men should be masculine and handsome and successful again. She said that Christians shouldn't be persecuted. We need to stand up for it. We need to stop it. That's what she said. Now, those of you watching this are probably thinking, okay, get to the part I don't agree with. Yeah, masculine, driven, successful men is good for society, correct? And Nico, I'm glad you said that. She's a real woman because the way she carried herself and the way she was dressed when she was there. See, Kamala, when she had Megan Thee Stallion, who's also a female rapper, she was twerking on stage. Then you had Retarded B, who was also on Kamala's campaign, who was fighting for her life to get through a speech that was probably 5th or 6th grade level. That girl was struggling to get through that speech. But Nicki Minaj said those things. Not only did she say those things, she said them where she said them. So you have some people in the media who are upset about it, who think, Nicki, that's not very black of you.
I'm so confused by so much of what was said on that stage.
Yeah, I watched the whole thing, hoping that maybe it was going to be impartial or there was a reason, but she was just echoing a lot of the shit that you would expect to be echoed.
I remember
highly disappointing.
Oh, same.
Yeah,
extremely disappointed.
I'm not disappointed.
Very anti-black of you. Very anti-black of you. Let's just call shit what it is.
Anti-black. What does that mean? Because I don't think she said anything about black folks when she was up there. But what does that mean? Anti-black. What's pro-black? And that right there, if you don't know, the guy in the white who was saying it's very anti-black, who's called shit how it is. That's Joe Budden. He's a rapper, a very good rapper, a great rapper. But obviously, you can see socially, he's a dumb shit. The other black guy in the sweatshirt, that's Mark Lamont Hill. He's a talking head for CNN, all the victimhood shit, all the reparations and 1619 Project. Trump said this, Trump's raised, all that shit. He's all about it. And then the white guy, I don't know who that was, but he's the worst of all. He is a white liberal. He feels that white people are racist, just like being white, and you should be ashamed of it. And like, I'm so ashamed of my white family from the Midwest. I don't even like to go home for the holidays. Like, I go home and they have like a Trump Vance sign in their front yard. I'm just like, ew. And my dad, he's like, oh yeah, the immigrants. I'm like, I don't even want to be here. I just want to eat this turkey, mom, that like you didn't even season. Am I right, black people? And you didn't even season this food. I just want to eat it and just like get out of here and just like go back to like the big city that I live in with all the black people, except for like where I live. I don't live around any black people because like, ew, I just talk like that. I don't want to like live like that. But like, you know, I'll go and I'll like give them money, or I'll like hand out a turkey or something. I'll go to like a community center for like 2 hours and I'm like, oh my God, I help black people. That's what that white guy is. He's the Skip Bayless of the equation. He likes to kiss the melanated ass. Why? I don't know. Why they have this need to be accepted. Maybe they're harboring these deep-seated racist thoughts and beliefs. And on the surface, they must pretend like I care about black people. But when I get home, oh, I hate those little fuckers. You know, and I can't fucking stand that. They're the worst. They're worse than some tobacco spitting, dually truck driving, you know, Dixie flag waving. Not my sister. I respect that guy. That guy, I could shake his hand and look him in the eye and be like, I understand you don't like me. That's fine. But at least I know where I stand. At least he's not going to slither up on me. Oh, Jericho, you're such a victim because of slavery. Such a serpent-like way, you know. So I respect the traditional stereotypical mullet wearing, man, you ain't moving this fucking neighborhood, boy. Better be out of here by the time the sun goes down, brother. I respect that guy more than the white liberal sneaky racist. Racism through social programs and social conditioning. You're a victim. It's not your fault. It's white people, America, stolen land, indigenous people, those kind of motherfuckers, right? Those are the worst ones. So that white guy is the biggest piece of shit in the whole room. But what up, Diesel? Hey, maybe the Raiders will win a game this weekend, huh? Aren't you guys playing another piece of shit team? You might win. Yeah, anyway. But you have a lot of people, and there's another guy's comedian named Duval, and he's, are you guys still messing with Nicki Minaj? Are you done with her yet? And one of the cool things she said up on stage is Erica Kirk asked her, you know, what about all this hate, this backlash you're getting? What do you think of it? She goes, I didn't even notice. And that's the kind of attitude you need to have. That's the kind of attitude you need to have with this bullshit. I didn't even notice. Because it's almost like if you don't believe it, then it's not real. You don't. Think of things you believe that some other people might not. Like, think of the way you believe in raising your children. Right? The something you believe in that you're not swaying on that. You're not moving. This is how I'm raising my kids. That's it. This is what I expect from them. This is what we believe in this house. That's it. Moving on. That's not up for discussion anymore. You know, something that you really believe in that, you know, It's just the way it is. I don't even know how to explain it. There's no other way we're doing this, period. That's how it has to be. If you don't believe in that shit, it's not real. Like, you'll have people like these idiots like Joe Budden and Mark Lamont Hill and fucking Duval and all these other pieces of shit who are telling you that America's racist. You can't go anywhere, no matter what LeBron say, no matter how much you could be worth $200 million and you still, I'm struggling, man. I'm still black and all that. I don't believe in that. I don't see those roadblocks. I don't see those hurdles. I don't believe that they exist, so they don't. I believe that I can live where I want to live. I can go where I want to go. I can do what I want to do. I can marry who I want to marry. I can say what I want to say. You know how I know that? Because I do it. I did it. My wife and I, we found, we like that house. We like that neighborhood. We live here now. My wife, I saw her. I like her. She's pretty. I love her. I want to marry her. I did it. I want to have kids. We did it. You know what I mean? No, we did it. You guys are gross. Don't do that. Be serious. But I wanted to do it, so I did. I wanted to get on the internet and say what I wanted to say, and I'm doing it. So these hurdles and these roadblocks and these hindrances and all these things that are supposed to be stopping me and slowing me and oppressing me, they don't. If this is living life with all these roadblocks and all this oppression, then I don't have a fucking problem with it because I don't see it. There's nobody stopping me. I'm the only one who can stop me. That's it. Nobody can stop me. I can only stop myself. It's fucking stupid. It's stupid. And why would you want to think like that? Why would you want to think that somebody has control over you? Why would you want to think that you're under somebody's thumb? Why would you want to look at another race of people? They get to do what they want. They get to go where they want. They get to love what they want. They get to live over there and drive that and say this. I want that. What do you mean you have it? You have it. By being born here in America, you have it. Or if you have your citizenship, if you're in this country legally, you have it. It's already there. Use it. Dumbass. Man, I'm so thankful. So thankful to my parents, to my mom and my dad for not saddling me with that fucking victimhood slave mentality. I'm so thankful that I never had a need for a red pill. I never had a need to wake up. I never had a need to get off the plantation. I was never on it. Yusuf says, you worried about retaliation. Retaliation for what? I don't live in fear. I don't see anybody. My teachers, like what, for like my kids' teachers or something? I don't know. I did. I got my son some of my merch. He asked for some for Christmas, so I got him some. Maybe his teachers have a problem with that. I don't give a fuck. And I know, shit, around here, there are a good amount of conservative people. I think some of his teachers would probably be like, where can I get your merch? Or his teacher, because he's a little kid. He only has one teacher. He's not like junior high yet. Nah, I don't think my wife and I, we stay involved. We stay active in our kids' life and school. We communicate with the teachers. We talk to our kids. We're looking at their shit. So, if there's any kind of bullshit like that, I would hope that through our diligence, we would catch it and then do something about it. And also the way we are at home, I think that would sound so strange to our kids, to my son and my daughter, that they would be like, Mom, what does this mean? Or we heard this in school today. Like it would sound so opposite of what they're used to hearing and the way they're used to living, that I would hope that they would raise a question about it. And we don't go around like preaching we just are the way we are. And, you know, your kids become that way. They learn that these are the beliefs we have in this house. So whatever, but I don't ever I wouldn't say ever. Sometimes you do sit your kids down and say, this is the lesson, you know, but a lot of it is just them being around you and hearing how you talk and talk to other people and shit like that, you know, how we all learn. Yusuf says Jericho, California has state law teachers can't tell you or has a state law that teachers can't tell you. I read something about some judge blocking that. And yeah, that's fucking weird. That's like pervert 101. Don't tell mom and dad, or we can't tell you what they tell us. The fuck do you mean? That's my kid. I need to know everything. This classroom needs to be a clear box. I need to see everything inside. Remember those clear phones back in the day when phones had cords, you could hang up a phone? That's something you little young Gen Z turds or whatever generation young people are. That's something you'll never know is a good hang up. A good slam the phone down. Oh, few things better than that. But yeah, that's weird. That's some pervert shit to not tell, or don't tell your mom, or I can't tell your parents. But that doesn't mean my kids can't. That doesn't mean they can't come home and say, they said this. Oh, hell, that's weird. That's hopefully that happens. Hopefully if they come across some weird shit. And my daughter has. And my daughter will. My daughter, I know she will because she has. My son, he's younger, so I don't know. Maybe and I think if he's not saying anything, it's probably going over his head anyway. Probably doesn't understand it. But my daughter, yeah, she's come home and told me some crazy shit. And she thinks it's funny too. She thinks it's absolutely ridiculous. So her, I'm not really tripping off of. My son, it remains to be seen because he's so young and he doesn't get a lot of that shit yet. But my daughter, oh no, she don't play that shit. She thinks it's weird, all that furries. That trans shit. She thinks it's fucking weird. And I'm glad. It's my girl. It's my girl. Let me try one more time. That's my girl. There we go. Sorry. Almost lost it. Yeah, A-Bear, sweet and sour sniffles lockdowns, that opened. I hope it opened many people's eyes. And it's nothing new. We knew the depravity that our government and news and academia and all that shit, we knew for years how low they would go, but COVID really solidified it, really added the catalyst. That was some wild shit. What a weird fucking time that was. Weird. Ugh, that was a strange fucking time. I got the vaccination. You didn't. You can't come to work. You can't go eat there. You can't watch sport. Oh, so weird. All right, guys. Christmas Eve. We're going to a program at church. So let me go get all gussied up for that. I thank you guys for being here. Merry Christmas. Hope you are surrounded by love today and tomorrow. Well, every day. But, holiday season. You know what I mean. I hope your belly is full. If you have somebody significant or significant other in your life, make sure you rub your bodies together until somebody goes, Jennifer, she says, I'm going to watch Die Hard. Good for you. Die Hard is a Christmas movie because they mention Christmas in the movie. So is Lethal Weapon. They talk about Christmas in the movie. It's a Wonderful Life is the greatest Christmas movie ever made. I don't care what you say. Nat King Cole is the greatest singer of Christmas songs ever. I don't want to hear it. But I hope you guys have a wonderful Christmas day. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas Eve, day, night, all that shit. You guys are always welcome here. Thank you for listening, watching, commenting, giving, all the ings. Thank you. Speaking of giving, A-Bear, thank you. Merry Christmas to you and yours, Jericho. Thank you for all you do. Thank you for being here, because if there's no you, there is no me. How about that? Merry Christmas, everybody. Appreciate you. Take care. And, hold on. There we go. And I'm out.